look like Edward Scissorhands. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. For today our video is a full face of Makeup Revolution. So for me, Makeup Revolution is the umbrella company for Makeup Revolution, Makeup Revolution Pro, XX Revolution and iHeart Revolution. So I personally class them all as one. So today, like I said, we'll be doing a full face. I have some old products that I previously have from a video, and then I have some brand new products and a foundation that has just launched. So if that sounds good to you, please stay tuned. Firstly, we'll go in with some primer, and this is the Pore Blur Primer, and it is meant to diminish your pores and mattify your skin. So it is silicone based because that's what most pore minimizing products are. So it's also like a pinky color as well, which can help even out your skin tone. It is also like a moussey texture as well. A bit much, but I usually just concentrate it in my pore areas, which is around my cheeks, my chin, my nose, and the center of my forehead. So just lightly tapping that in. I'll link all the products that I have purchased below, so you can go have a look if you want to. While the primer sinks in, we're going to go ahead and do some brows. I do not have a brow gel, but I do have a brow pencil, and this is from Revolution Pro. It looks like that. I think I've shown it before on my channel. One side you have a really nice and small spoolie, and then the other side is the actual brow product. So I'll just jump off camera and do brow gel, but for now let's just do some brows. The spoolie is really nice. The color I got is dark brown, but it pulls more red, so I think I should have gone for something more espresso-y, because this is more of like an auburn brown. So just filling in the brow. Next, we're going to move on to the most exciting item in this review, and this is the IRL Filter Foundation by Revolution. I got mine in F7. It is a oil-free 16-hour wear foundation. It's a breathable soft matte finish, and it is a long wear foundation. The claims are that it is crease-proof, smudge-proof, and shine-free. So we'll be the judge of that, because I have very creasy skin, especially in my smile lines, and I don't really go with this under my eyes, but we'll be the judge of that. So this is what it looks like. It's in a frosted glass bottle. I feel like the packaging is nice, but there's a bit too much going on. It looks a bit gimmicky. So yeah, and all of the items are cruelty and vegan. I mean, cruelty free and vegan. As always, we're gonna go in one side with the brush and one side with the sponge. If I prefer one more, I might just finish the face off like that, but let's start off. It has a pump as well, but let's start off with the brush. I don't know about the color range. Like, I'll put up a little chart over here where it shows you all the colors, and I went by what the color looked like on the block and then the little swatch. But when I did the what is it called, like they have like a color match type thing where you can match your color, and mine came up with 10, and 10 was, let me just check. 10 was medium skin with a warm undertone, and the F7 is supposed to be medium with a neutral undertone. So if you look at the chart, F7 and F10 look very similar, but F10 is just darker. So an F10.5 was meant to be with an olive undertone, so it was very confusing. So I'm hoping that this suits my skin tone. That is what it looks like. It's quite light, but let's see if it will work on my skin. I went with like a pump and a half, and I think that was too much. Okay, yes, this is way too light for me once again. I should have done the color match thing before I purchased it, but I didn't see it. It applies really, really quickly. That was like 2 seconds, but look how white it is. I think I'm gonna have to get a different shade if I do like it. So it actually has really, really good coverage, really good. And I like the way it's looking on my skin, to be honest, even though it's too light. Next, we're gonna go in with a sponge. Just put a pump and a half on there as well. I'm just going to dot it around the face and then start blending that in. So with the sponge, it doesn't look as bad. The color shade match. I look like Edward Scissorhands, but this is the finish with the brush. And this is the finish with the sponge. I do prefer the sponge. The coverage is a lot less and there's more of like a luminosity. Okay, so I'm just gonna give that a few minutes to slightly dry down and then we'll move on to concealer. Next we have concealer, and I got the Revolution Concealer in Define. This one I got in C10. It comes in 50 shades, which is quite a lot for a concealer. This was launched in like 2018, but I have never tried it myself, so I thought I'd just try it out. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, so I thought we'd try it out for ourselves. So the claims on this is to be 16-hour wear, matte, crease proof, and non-comedogenic. I can never say that word, which means obviously it doesn't clog your pores and cause breakouts, but let's see what it has to offer. Obviously it's gonna be much, much darker than my foundation, so we're just gonna try it out anyway. Just gonna put it all over just to even out the foundation. So that's quite a lot, not gonna lie. Also using these little cute sponges that I got in a sponge set. So I'm just going to start on the chin and start tapping that out. So about the creasing, they lied. It's already creasing up under my eyes and in my smile line, so definitely isn't crease proof. Generally speaking though, I do like the way the skin is looking. It's really nice. So the final like cream product we have is this blush, and it is the Fast Base blush. My shade I got is in peach, and it is cream color for cheeks and lips, so you can use this on your lips. I didn't realize, but I thought it was stuck on the top. This is what it looks like. Very cute, very stubby, and it is meant to be glowy and radiant and dewy. So I'm gonna take another one of these little sponges. It does have like an oily film on there, so I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going to take my little sponge and rub some on there and then just dab it out on my hand just to spread the product evenly, and then I'm going to put it on my cheek. So it is a very emollient product. It's not like very sticky or dry, so I didn't even have to. It has a scent. It smells like coconut. And I'm just going to put it on my cheeks where I would normally put blush. Not sure if it's picking up on the camera, but it is quite bright. On the other side, I think we're going to try it with a brush. So just a flat kabuki foundation brush. I'm going to pick some up on there, and I'm just going to dab it onto the skin. I think either way it looks really nice. Doesn't matter if you use a brush or a sponge. So I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit, see how it dries down, and then we'll go ahead and powder it. So I just tried some of this on my lips as well. It does feel nice, but it clings to like all my little dry spots. So I'm not sure if I like it for that. Maybe if my lips were less dry, it might have looked nice, but so far I really do like this product. Definitely recommend. So the blush isn't really drying down. I guess it's because it's a balm, but let's go ahead and try some powder. So I got the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder. I don't bake, but I'm going to use it as a finishing powder. And the claims on this is to prolong your makeup wear, banish shine, brighten and balance your skin tone. So it's supposed to have a luminous, silky, like even finish. So we'll see about that. Usually these powders are so drying on me. Personally, I don't like the sieve like that because it does tend to mess. I'm just going to add some in the cap. I don't know in what world that concealer is meant to be crease proof because it's creased really, really badly on me. Okay, So far, I do like the powder. It makes everything look really smooth, but really matte. And this is just under my eyes and down the sides of my nose. Okay, so after using the powder and the foundation, I think, don't play well together. Let me zoom you in and come a bit closer. I'm not sure if you can see here, but the makeup is actually breaking apart just over here. It's not happening everywhere on my face, just around this area, and I'm not sure why, but I'm assuming it's the powder mixed with the foundation. So I wouldn't recommend using those two together. I've been trying to like blend it out and fix it with a brush, but nothing's working. Next we have a product that I have had before on my channel, and this is the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Palette in CO4 light medium, and this is supposed to be a contour color, a blush, and a highlight. I don't really like this blush because it is like brown, weird, but we're gonna use it today. I don't have another blush from them. Like I said, like Revolution is so hit and miss, and I don't really like this palette because honestly, who wears a blush like that? Even if you have deeper skin, like you want something more flat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the contour shade. These are still available on Beauty Bay. Look at that. I guess I'm gonna have to contour more. But we'll just try and sheer it out. And that is what that looks like. It's going over the foundation and powder really nicely though, not getting patchy or stuck anywhere, so that's good. And while we're at it, we're just gonna finish the rest of the palette. So going for the blush, which is supposed to be this shade over here. Not my favorite, to be honest. I think I only used it on my last video, which I'll link, but I haven't used it since. Also, I have quite textured cheeks, so it has a lot of shimmer in it, which brings out the texture in your cheeks. Look how shimmery that is. I'm sure you'll see it on my previous video as well. I didn't really like it. And then we'll go ahead and use the highlighter. You don't really need a highlighter if you're using this blush though. I don't know how I feel about the highlighter. I don't feel like it's really standing out because of that blush, but I also haven't used that since my videos. I have to use it a couple more times to see how I feel. I might do that and then add this in my speed reviews as well, including the foundation and concealer as well. I don't think I've explained it, but let me explain quickly. Speed reviews is something new I'm going to introduce to my channel, where I carry on using the products for a couple weeks or even a month, and then I will once a month update you with all my final thoughts on the and opinions on the product. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing, and if you like this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up. Next we'll move on to eyes. So you've seen me use this on my channel before. It is just the Revolution Super Base, and it is an eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to speed through an eye look because you've all seen this on my channel before a couple of times. I used it in my dupes video and my second chances video, and I'm sure in another video. But yeah, all of you have seen this already, so I'm just going to quickly speed through a eye look and then we'll come back and move on. So I'm just going to jump off camera, complete the other eye, and we'll come back and apply some mascara. For mascara, I have this Big Lash XL Volume Mascara, which is volumizing. It's supposed to be weightless, fast drying, and jet black, so we'll be the judge of that. I know I'm on a foundation no-buy, but I bought this before. I mean, did I say foundation? I'm on mascara no-buy, but I bought this before even my MUA video, but wow, look at this. It's really big, but it's got plastic spikes or a plastic brush rubberized So that's exactly what I like for my lashes. It's making them really wispy. I swear my eyelashes are like two different people's eyelashes. This eye is so much better than this one. This one just clumps together weirdly, and I think I have a gap. Like I said before, it's hard to have like a first impressions on a mascara because when you first open it, the formula is so wet and it just gets everywhere. So I'll have to add this again to my speed reviews after using it a few times. I'm also going to do a update on my project pan, so stay tuned for that. I have a couple of empties and I need to get something else rotated in there, so stay tuned. Okay, so I've added about 2 layers on each eye. In the sense of volume, it hasn't really done much, but it has lifted and curled the lashes, which looks really nice without being clumpy. I think because of the brush as well, it helps comb through each individual lash. So next we're gonna move on to some setting powder, and I got this Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. So ingredients. So it does have both water and alcohol. Water is the first ingredient, alcohol the second. So I'm assuming it's going to stink of alcohol, but let's go ahead and prime the sprayer. And as you all know, I like to drench my face. So it is very wet right now. So I'm going to let down my hair and we will do the lips. Okay, so the sprayer's dried down and it's not very luminous, but I can see a slight luminosity in my skin. I'll come a bit closer after we've done the lips so you can have a look at how it looks, and I'll turn down some of my lights so we can see how it looks in better lighting, because this is very harsh and it makes your skin look quite nice when this side of my face does not look very nice. So for lip liner, I got this pencil. It is in purple, but when I looked closer, it's actually an eyeliner. But we're going to use it for our lips anyway because I had planned to use it for my lips. So yeah, we could have used the cheek tint, but I didn't like the way it clung onto my little skins on my lips. But anyway, let's go ahead and line the lips with this. I'm just going to like mush my lips together a bit, and then I'm just going to go in with this is a cute little gloss I got for my anniversary last year, or my birthday, from Unicorn Cosmetics, and it's like a duochrome lip gloss, so I'm just going to add that. It's got like a blue hue. So this is our finished look, guys. So I'm going to come in a bit closer so you can have a better look at what my face looks like. So this is the side of my face where I'm having some issues, like right here. And this is the other side, which looks much better. A bit darker in here, so hopefully you can see what I mean a bit better. So it is now 4:20 and I will come back just before I wash my face. So I'll probably wear it for about 6 hours, so I'll let you know. I might check in about 3 hours at like 7, and then we'll have a look, and then I'll wear it for an additional 3 hours. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll insert the rest of the clips here and then do my outro. So quick check-in. The time is now 7:51. It took a little bit longer, I was cooking and stuff. The foundation looks really good. It stayed mostly matte this whole time, except for my nose, and it's rubbed off a bit on my nose. I have no idea what that's from, but generally speaking it actually looks better than first application. So yeah, I'll report back at the end of the night and hopefully we have a more exciting update. So we are officially at the end of the night. It is I don't know if you can see, 10 and I am really tired. So I think the makeup held up really well. I have a little bit of oiliness on my chin and a little bit of my nose, but other than that, it stayed fully matte. So I really like that foundation. I think the powder did make it a bit more dry, as well as my under eyes. As you can see, my under eyes are very, very creasy, but I 100% attribute that to the powder. So just quickly recapping, I have 3 categories, as I always do: something I liked, something that's meh, and then the dislike. So for the likes, I have the foundation. I really do enjoy this. I might have to get a different shade or just mix in something darker. I really like the concealer. The consistency is really nice, but once again it's too dark, so I'll mix in something lighter. I'll keep using these products, and when we do our speed reviews, I'll update you on my final thoughts. Then the blush, I can still actually see it peeking through that brown blush that we put on, so it looks really nice now that that glittery bit has faded slightly. The mascara I really like, really like. It hasn't smudged, it hasn't flaked, it's holding up really well. It doesn't make my eyes itch too much, so really like that. Then the meh, not sure about, is the Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray, as well as the lip pencil. The lip pencil wore off about within the first hour or so. In my previous check-in, you'll see I have barely any on, and now it's completely off. So not sure about that. I'll have to use it a bit more, and like I said, it is an eyeliner, so I would expect it to stay a bit longer than that because your eyes are very wet. Well, mine are at least. The fixing spray, I'm not sure about it. I also have to use it a couple more times. It was slightly illuminating, as you can see, but it's not really fixing. I did try and do like a little experiment on my hand, and it still left the foundation tacky and smudgy. Then what I didn't like was the powder. I wouldn't recommend the powder at all. It's very drying, but I am going to use it with one of my favorite foundations, and then we can really tell. But I'll update you all in an upcoming video. So please stay tuned for that. And as always, please subscribe and like this video if you do like this type of content. Also comment below any products you'd like me to try or any videos you'd like me to see. But other than that, that's it from me, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this video and have a great week. Bye.